folks. My name is Lauri Komi and a colleague here is Mattia Fracasso. And we are flying you guys from Oslo to Orlando today with our longship. The call sign is longship 081. And the aircraft is Lima November Fox November Charlie. And down here you can see our flight number and our cell code check and the tail number for the aircraft. So, back to the flight. It's gonna be 9 hours 15 minutes, the estimated flight time. Fairly good flight conditions all the way. Maybe some just mild chops around between 2 and 4 hours into the flight. Otherwise, nice and smooth, same as Orlando. Should be a hot and sunny afternoon for us when we arrive. I'll be doing the flying today, and Mattia will look after me that everything goes as planned. Once again, welcome aboard, and talk to you later.
Okay, we're gonna start with a walk around of the airplane now before we board the passengers. So we can start from the left-hand side here. Check all the static ports and the relief valves. Outflow valve here, the forward outflow valve. General conditions of tires. Probes and angle of attacks. The nose wheel well area here. The steering pin installed for the pushback. Switch over on the other side, similar. Negative relief valves up there. Cock inlets and outflow. We're using external ground air conditioning air to cool the airplane down today. Check the general conditions on the engine. Make sure the latches are closed on the oil. Latches of the cowling are closed. Check the leading edge of the wing. Dents, burst strikes, any abnormalities on the leading edge of the wing in general. Fuel tank vents. Nav lights are in good order. Ailerons, there's the fuel dumping valve there, the fuel dumping vent. Flaps and flaperon conditions, and that leads us into the main gear. Wheel and tire conditions, wheel brake, indicators on this side as well. Make sure the maintenance pin on this are not installed. Again, tire conditions on this side as well. Rat door. That's where the ram air turbine is. Aft cargo. The aft outflow valve. General conditions in the tail area with the horizontal stabilizer, vertical. Conditions back here with the elevator and the rudder, APU area. Access to the bulk cargo area. You can see the bulk and the aft cargo areas are separated by a curtain only. Check the general conditions of the airplane on this side as well. And this kind of repeats itself on the left-hand side of the airplane also. Conditions of tires and wheel brake indicators here too. Beautiful wing, this airplane, huh? Beautiful wing. Same up here, nav light, leading edge area. Engine conditions, general conditions, cowling, latches. I'll check fan blades for, possible damage or burst strike, dents, anything that could cause some issues later on. And it looks great. Same on this side. The potable water service area. And we've seen this side of the airplane before. And that concludes the walk around of the Norse 787.
Check, check, check. Yep, can hear you. So if you double check from here, I'll read since I put it in there.
I'm ready.
We can do the tracker distance.
So we will take heading ref to true.
Yep, go ahead.
So November Bravo Tango 081.
Check.
And the routing is Atlap. Check. November 623 Valdi, Golf 3 Connie, Pevab.
Check.
62 north 10 west.
Check.
Powder 60 north 20 west. 59 north 30 west. 58 north 40 west. 55 north 50 west.
Check.
L2 November 458 Alpha tops.
Check.
MJ Jet 174 Sierra Whiskey Lima. Jet 121 Sawit. Quebec 64 Tango Yankee India. Jet 79 Charlie Hotel Sierra. Direct Cockpit. Quebec 97 Wapern. Quebec 93 Kenil. Direct Oscar Mike November.
That checks.
Distance of 4,091 miles.
4,093.
Yeah, spot on.
Good.
And the Oceanic
Yes, sir.
from Pevat to 62 north 10 west.
Yeah.
Truck 275. Distance 71.
Checks.
Powder, truck 260, distance 145.
Check.
60 north 020 west, truck 241, distance 173.
Checks.
59 north 030 west, 263 degrees.
Check.
311 miles, 311.
310 here. Checks.
Next is 58 north 040 west, 263 degrees,
Check.
320 miles.
Stand by. Yeah. 320. Check.
Perfect. 55 north 050 west,
Check.
246 degrees,
Check.
378.
377. Yep.
L2 229 degrees, 254 miles.
253. Check.
Perfect. And that's the end of the Oceanic as well.
Yes.
And we're
That checks.
back on magnetic track.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we just sent the ACARS request for the pre-departure clearance for from Gardermoen Tower here, and we just got the clearance. Which a quick check of it says issued at 7:30 PDC. Our flight number NBT081 cleared to Orlando off 19 right via ATLAP 7 Delta Squawk 0213. Next frequency to be called when we're ready for push. Confirms the 80s and the initial altitude of 7,000 feet. Lauri, I'm going to accept this one.
Yeah, then we ask for 19 left, right?
Yep.
Yep.
081, Longship 081 will be ready to push in about 25 minutes. Would runway 19er left be available?
Hey Farm, would you like to clearance now?
Ready to copy.
Longship 081, you're recleared, runway 19er left, ATLAP 3 Charlie departure.
19er left, ATLAP 3 Charlie, Longship 081.
Correct.
Thanks.
Okay, 19 left.
Ryanair
3 Charlie. And that's climbs to 7,000 as checked here. Something for you not to get hungry.
Oh, thank you. Not to get hungry, huh? Okay, Lauri.
Yeah.
Emergency briefing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, below 80 knots, we will stop for any malfunctions. Above 80 knots, we will only stop for engine failure, any fire indications, predictive wind shear warning, or airplane unsafe to fly. If I call reject, close thrust lever, disengage auto throttle, verify RTO brake on the ICAS or go max manual braking, apply full reversers, we'll verify speed brake comes up. Initially we'll stop on the runway, parking brake set, And your call to the cabin crew will be?
Attention, crew at station.
Perfect. And your actions for the reject?
I will monitor your actions, call out any omissions, check that the thrust is closed, motor hold disconnected, reversers applied, and we call you no reversers, no reverser left engine, no reverser right engine, or reversers normal. Check that the speed brake is up and the auto brake is engaged or manual braking.
Perfect.
Call you 60 knots, and once we stopped on runway and I have time, I will call the tower that we stopped on the runway.
Perfect. Yep. Yeah, we'll assess the situation, state malfunction, take care of the problem with either memory items of the ECL checklist. If at that point we can clear the runway, we can start with releasing the cabin crew with the call from you. Cabin crew and passengers be seated,
yes.
Remain seated. And if we decide to evacuate, we'll do the evacuation checklist, and when the time comes, the call will be this is an emergency, evacuate, 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 yep. With the evacuation command,
yes.
To be followed as well. V1, the call will be go if we decide to continue, and it's your controls at that point.
Yep. I will control the aircraft, and once we airborne, push the rate, raise the gear, and no actions before 400. We'll engage the autopilot when it's available, and there's no emergency turn today, so we'll go straight ahead. And a safe altitude is we can go up to, if we fly 7,000, it's a safe. We
Perfect.
have a high ground.
Perfect.
To the north. And assess the situation, identify the problem, and we have plenty of fuel, plenty of time, so
no rush.
We take it from there, there's no rush, and complete the memory items if needed.
Yep. Okay, that sounds good.
Go from there.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay.
And the standard departure is, we taxi actually from here, from our stand to probably on Tango, since the they closed
down
here
there
between Papa and Bravo 8.
Yeah.
And the SID today, as we got the clearance, is from 19er left, Atlap 3 Charlie.
Yep, checked.
That's on page 10-3 Bravo, effective 25 March 2021.
Checked.
It says here the transition altitude is 7,000, RNA 1, surveillance service available. Due to simultaneous parallel departures, change to Oslo approach frequency shall always be initiated by the Gardermoen tower.
Okay.
No frequency change before they inform us. And en route cruising level will be issued after takeoff by Oslo approach or Polaris control. Heading is 192 set in here, and I'll check here if you will check the chart. So it's straight ahead Golf Mike 604, the speed 230.
Checked.
And then we have 182 to Golf Mike 602. So we have Lima November, Fox November Charlie, the aircraft.
Checked.
From Oslo, runway 19 left. I'm gonna put the Bravo 8 intersection. Condition is dry, the wind is 180 at 6, temperature 13 degrees, QNH 1008. Rating optimum, assumed maximum, optimum flaps, engine wing auto, and improved climb is optimum.
Checked, same.
And initially takeoff weight 209,500. 8500 from the
flight plan, yeah, and 150.
And zero fuel is 155. CG is estimating 24.
24. Perfect.
So let's calculate with that.
Got it.
Alright, got it. So it says flaps 5, runway section 19 left from Bravo 8, takeoff crossway 209 500. The acceleration height is 1000. Let's pre-select here.
Okay. Perfect, thanks.
And it's takeoff to 71.3 and the speeds would be 157, 159, 63, 159. Let's double check that when we get the final load sheet.
Perfect. Sounds good. Here we have a little checklist that makes sure we covers also all the not HLA tasks. So the flight planning part, we've checked it before, but we've made sure that all the ETOPS, alternates, weather minima are at or above the planning minima. The weather forecasted alternates out of the US. Additional fuel, we've checked to make sure that we don't need to uplift any additional fuel to satisfy the critical fuel scenario. We've checked that we have the latest track message, plotting chart. And now for the pre-flight, we don't have any MEL restricting ETOPS.
Yep.
GPS is available. Aircraft clocks have been checked.
Yep.
The PM enters the route in the FMC, and we have verified track and distances and annotated the OFP. And the rest comes before we enter the HLA airspace.
Good, thank you.
Sure. Okay, here's the final low sheet, accepted, captain's name and number. I'll accept and print, Lauri.
Yep. So we have zero fuel 156,300, takeoff weight was 210,775, so 210,800.
Checked.
Total passengers 295 on board, and max takeoff is 2438.
Checked. I have the figures
Ready?
when you are.
Okay, flaps 5. And we have takeoff 271.3.
Checked. I can put all those after we confirm.
And it's from 19 left, Bravo 8, 210,800, acceleration 1000 set, speeds 158, V1, VR 160, V2 163, VREF 30 is 160.
Check.
And we have no emergency turn.
I agree. Perfect. I'll put them in. Hello, ground.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning. Can you confirm pre-departure checks complete, please?
Yes, pre-departure check performed, no findings, and steering pin inserted.
Thank you. Confirm we can pressurize hydraulics?
You may impressurize.
Thank you. And can I release the brakes for the time, please?
Yes, of course. Just release brakes.
Brakes released.
Now we are
stand by for push.
our hydraulics.
Thank you. Standing by.
Thanks. And I'm ready for the before task start.
Passenger signs, they are on. MCP.
V2 163, heading 192, altitude 7,000 feet.
Takeoff speeds.
V1 158, rotate 160, V2 163.
CD pre-flight.
Completed.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist is complete.
Thank you. Ready to push, please.
And ground, good morning, Longship 081, push and start from 58.
Longship 081, warning, push and start is approved, start position 19er.
Good, push and start, position 19er, Longship 018.
Okay, ground.
Yes, sir.
We are now cleared for push to position 19er.
Pushbacking to position 19. Thank you.
Thanks, I confirm the brakes is released.
Thank you. Starting pushback.
Thanks.
Yeah, Orlando is calling our name now. Yeah.
Flight deck from ground, you can start all your engines when you want.
Thank you. Starting 2 and 1.
Start right engine.
And start left engine.
Start left engine.
And engine starts are both completely automatic, also for most abnormal conditions, so we don't touch anything until the system tells us to.
Sir, pushback complete, you can set brakes.
Thanks a lot. Okay. The parking brake is set. Thanks a lot for the help, guys. You can disconnect.
Then we wish you a nice flight. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Ha det. Checked. And now we wait for the ground equipment to disconnect, for the steering locked out to be removed, and then we can do the rest.
Here we go.
Perfect. Flaps.
Clear right.
Flaps 5, please. Flag throws.
Cabin ready.
Checked. Rudder left. And right. P4 taxi checklist, please.
Anti-ice is auto, recall was checked. Flight controls
checked.
Car equipment
Clear left.
clear right. Before taxi checklist completed.
Thank you. Ready taxi.
Ground, hello, Nordic 51 Quebec.
Yep.
Rolls here. So I become the pilot flying and Mattia becomes the pilot monitoring. Since I'm the one who's
Taxiing and takeoff.
Yep.
Longship 0. Longship 081, ready to taxi above Bravo 8.
Longship 081, roger, taxi by Tango, holding 19 left, Bravo 8.
Tango holding 19 left, Bravo 8. Longship 081.
Clear left.
There we go.
Look.
Long landing.
All clear here. Morning Tower, Longship 081, ready for departure.
Longship 081, good morning, Bravo 8, line up 19 left.
Bravo 8, line up 19 left, Longship 081.
Very good. You can see the cabin crew.
Cabin is seated.
Yep. And a quick recap. 19 left. No emergency turn, so we, in case something happens, we go straight ahead.
Straight ahead for. Yep.
One incoming aircraft must be for 90 right.
Yeah. Yeah, Toga El Navina 7000. Perfect.
Yeah. Bravo 8 to the right.
Checked. Clear left.
Right is clear.
Longship 081, wind 310 degrees, 5 knots, runway 19 left, cleared for takeoff.
19 left, clear for takeoff, Longship 081.
Clear for takeoff. Yep. Clear for takeoff. Thrust. Thrust ref. Thrust it. $80 knots hold. Okay. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Now left. Check. Thrust ref, enough speed.
Longship 081, contact approach 120.45, Salon.
2045, Longship 081, hello.
Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Road 0 Plaza 1 Yankee Juliet, flight over 190, descending 120, we have closed.
Lufthansa 1 Yankee Juliet, approach low, expect 19 left, information hotel valid, free speed.
Lufthansa 1 Yankee Juliet, roger, we check hotel, free speed, runway 19 left.
Flaps up. Flaps.
Hello, Oslo, Longship 081, 3000, climbing 7000.
Longship 081, approach around 5, climb flight level 210, free speed.
Thank you, climb level 210, Longship 081.
210 set. Check.
Lima Romeo Oscar, climb to flight level 100.
Flight level 100, Lima Romeo Oscar.
Thank you, up.
341, request all navigation for project line. Will be turn right at 30 degrees. Oslo approach, good morning, destination 461, 0 passing 281, descending 120 direct at Suda, information go.
Scandinavian 4610, approach low, expect 19 left, information hotel valid, descend descend to flight level 100.
19 left, descent 100, and we will get hotels in the 4610.
Super 1, just confirm you will be following the lines on map 41722. Super 1, roger. For now you are cleared as requested. Longship 081, and proceed direct Oslo.
Oslo, Longship 081.
Autopilot checked. Outlook.
Lufthansa 1 Yankee Juliet, clear direct Hitler.
Transition.
Roger, Lufthansa 1 Yankee Juliet, cruise direct Hitler.
And we're above MSA. Check. Standard settings set.
Come on, Green Star 1005 to 7fly 120 DX.
Green Star 1005, approach low, expect 1 idle right, information hotel valid.
Alright, information hotel, copy Green Star 1005.
Level 100. Checked. Lights off. Yeah, we got the seatbelts auto. Sounds good. Thank you. Alright, Orlando, here we come.
Here we come.
Kilometer 394, call Polaris 11882 mile.
Up a little bit.
Here's Eden 394, call Polaris 11882 mile.
11825, resident 394.
Bit cloudy, but beautiful outside.
Yes, very nice visibility down there.
Longship 081, contact Polaris 120375 mile.
20375, Longship 081, hello.
Staying flight level 190 SN 394, declared flight level 190.
Flight level 190, SW 394. Hello Polaris, Longship 081, 11.7, climbing 210.
Longship 081 Polaris, climb flight level 400.
Longship 081, request level 380.
Longship 081, climb flight level 380, and direct Valde.
Valde, climb 380, Longship 081, thanks.
Check 380. Valde. Executed. Yeah, you were saying the wind?
Yeah, that's freezing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's my problem.
Yeah, we go for 38. Yeah. 17:30. Schedule is 17:45. Yeah.
So we'll probably be about 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
Still missing the arrival, but
Excellent. Yeah. And ETOPS entry point in about 40 and 9:40 almost. So in 50 minutes. We can ask the clearance 25 before.
we can do absolutely, yep.
Which
We actually can do it before Valdi.
Flight level 255, descending 220, Takeoff.
Nordic 123 Polaris, system flight level 120, clear the SEBA for Mike Ravel.
Flight level 120, SEBA for Mike, Nordic 123.
Yeah, yeah, that's very different. Yeah. The weights were pretty similar, no?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so Valdi entry point into Icelandic Oceanic, and Icelandic Oceanic requires clearance to be requested not before 25 minutes entry, before the entry. So we're estimating Valdi 0912, 25 minutes before that we can request. So in about, yeah, exactly 10 minutes, send the clearance via acres and then go from there. Okay, now we'll need to get departures off block and departure times. The company menu here. Flight times. And that's our flight here in this column here. Off block 0809 and 0825 was takeoff time. So we can start filling the flight plan.
8:25, so that's, we should be on time.
Yeah, exactly, with the flight time of 9:15. Yeah.
We put a 60-minute ring around it, so Bergen is here, so in case we have to go somewhere from this point, that will be alright.
Okay, I'm gonna go log into CPDLC. Wait, Iceland. Ready and send the request. Sent. And we can get the clearance, relog on to ATC. Okay, I'll wait a little bit then for the CPDLC. Oceanic entry points, we can ask for the Oceanic clearance. So acres menu with the Oceanic facility of Iceland, entry point Valdi. It takes the ETA automatically from the FMC, and we've talked about it. And
380, yep,
380. Mach number per flight plan was 0.84.
That's what I remember.
Right. Oceanic, decimal 84. And what do you say is maximum flight level, Lauri, for now? Entry?
Yeah.
3.8 again?
3.8, yeah. I think 400 is just about too high.
Yeah. Okay, yep. What do you say? Send this one?
Yeah.
Send.
Check the logo note again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send. And there's the automatic message that we get. So if we don't hear anything from the acres within 15 minutes from now, we give them a call over the radio. I cancel this message. Yep. And there's the clearance behind it. In the meantime, we're 1000 to level off.
Check.
Okay, Lauri, I'll accept print and we'll have a look once we're level.
Quick random route. What's it? Connie, Peva, Podar. Yep. There we go. Flight number 380.
Checked. Okay, so I have bird cleared and NBT 081 to MCO via Valdi.
Check.
random routes. Golf 3 Airways to Connie.
Check.
Direct pave up.
Check.
62 north, 10 west.
Check.
Kodar.
Check.
60 north, 20 west.
Check.
59 north, 030 west.
Check.
58 north, 040 west.
Check.
55 north, 050 west.
Check.
L2.
Check.
So there's the route portion, and it says from Valdi, maintain flight level 380.
We have.
And maintain Mach decimal 84.
We'll put 84 in here. There we go.
Checked.
Execute. So once we go to Valdi, aircraft is turned right a little bit and make a Oceanic offset 1 mile to the right. And that's because then we don't, all the aircraft are not stacked. So we are hopefully a little bit aside from each other in case, you know, something happens and we have to descend. In case we have some failure, so our engine out, max cruising level is flight level 225, and our engine out speed is 257 knots. So just for our awareness, and we erase that one. And here we can see on our cruise page that our fuel estimate arrival 1741 Zulu, and arrival fuel for the time being 6.9, but we haven't put in the arrival route yet, so it's probably say 6.5 tons arrival fuel, which is pretty alright. It's not too much, it's adequate, let's put it that way. And it's the lowest recommended flight level is 36 because of the winds, but for us we have 380 for the crossing.
Okay, well, there you go, that's a message for you. So we have our New York flight returning from JFK, and our flight will probably meet around 62 north, 10 west.
Yeah.
So that's in around 9:15, around 45 minutes. So we should be.
Okay. We should see the other guys.
Should see the other guys there.
561, flight level 320.
And now we'll try to get the weather. So I'm gonna use the same airports Lowry put in there. So Glasgow, Keflavik, and Gander. We'll do for now.
002 Lima, when ready, leave control airspace, food at QNH 1010.
When ready, Keflavik 1010, listen 0 to Lima.
And there's this. Okay, Glasgow, actual weather. Very good. Iceland, actual weather, light easterly. And nice Cat 1 weather.
Yep.
Gander, also Cat 1 weather.
Perfect.
Forecast is now 9 Zulu, so light rain in Glasgow. Iceland is also light rain. And for a possible return from critical point area is also it's quite nice, Cat 1 weather.
Yep.
And Gander looks good as well. And good weather.
Excellent.
I'm gonna get rid of that HF data link off Laura, since we're not using it. Manager. Okay, so next step in NAT HLA, entering OCA. Navigation, we've checked the accuracy with raw data, but we also can compare the required RMP value of the airspace versus what the airplane can give us. They required a 2-mile accuracy, and the airplane can offer a lot better than that with 0.03 mile accuracy. We be level vertically.
Ship 081, I have a reroute for you in Gander airspace and a time restriction when you're ready to copy.
Okay.
And Longship 081, we are ready to copy.
Longship 081, after passing 55 north, 50 west, steered direct Lomsi, Lima, Oscar, Mike, Sierra, India.
Okay, Longship 081, after passing 55 north, 50 west, clear direct Lima, Oscar, Mike, Sierra, India.
Longship 081, read the correct, and the time restriction to cross 62 north 10 west at or before time 0951.
Okay, cross 62 north 10 west at or before time 0951, Longship 081.
Longship 081, read the correct.
So 5550 Lomsi.
Yep. That's checked.
Okay. And then have to check.
And then, yeah. And the time restriction, I guess we can ask that to Gander later. The time was for 62:10. Yeah, at or before 0951.
Exactly now.
Yeah. So we've been given a restriction to cross 62 north 010 west at 0951 or before, and we can use the RTA page to meet that restriction. Put the fixed number, name 62 north 10 west, and we put the time we want it to be at. So 0951, execute. And now it will vary the speed in order to meet the restriction.
Exit point, yeah. They used to have the radar part.
They also gave us the same yesterday, it changed the last exit waypoint.
Alright guys, a little bit, few minutes time before we will meet our aircraft coming across from New York to Oslo. But meanwhile, just a short description what we did after the liftoff. So we departed runway 19 left from Oslo and then followed all these waypoints. So we had the speeds 230 on this waypoint, and it says climb to 7,000, so we were climbing up through these waypoints here. and then we turned a little bit right and followed to Atla Point. And around here we were around 7,000, and then we were cleared higher level all the way up to 380, which we are now. And going back to the map here. So we cleared the routing took us, would have taken us to across Bergen, but
Vika 37 to Golf 5.
7350.
to Point Valdi, which was the entry point to the Icelandic airspace, and our also our Oceanic entry point. And we've been flying 62 north, 10 west. Is just coming here, this point, and in 51, in about 7 minutes we will meet the other longship coming across towards Europe. They are cutting the corner.
So they should be on our left when they cross.
Thank you.
Yeah, you go with your camera.
Yeah, we'll have a good picture.
Yes, so Norse Atlantic, we're now flying. So nice to begin. We're into with the first 2 weeks of operations. We're now flying only from Oslo to New York, JFK, and Fort Lauderdale. However, we'll soon be starting, and Orlando, obviously, from today. However, we'll be soon starting new destinations. We're going to start LAX from, believe, the 10th of August from Oslo, and we'll start the flights from London Gatwick from mid-August as well as from Berlin. So we'll have flights from Berlin and from Gatwick to New York, Fort Lauderdale, LA, mid-August. So exciting times, and we'll start seeing a lot more Norse Atlantic airplanes in the air very soon.
So it's gonna be a lot of spraying around the aircraft, so cleaning and looking nice. Yeah, the water salutes, they sometimes at the airports when there's a inaugural flight, they want to make a special occasion, and then we have probably 2 fire brigade firefighters there to salute us. It's gonna be nice.
Yes, and in Norse we're flying these modern Boeing 787 Dreamliner, and as most of you know, it's a very efficient airplane, very modern airplane. It's definitely one of the greenest airplanes to fly across the Atlantic. We start at very high level when compared to our older airliners, so we can fly mostly above the traffic, above most weather. We get a better routing, a greener routing, a more efficient routing that obviously reduces fuel requirements, fuel consumption, CO2 emissions. Norse, who have chosen a very high level of technology in terms of systems, that also optimizes the efficiency in the air and Yes, fuel requirements. So we're definitely one of the greenest airlines across the Atlantic.
Very slow.
Airplane is turning for 30 west. We're recording then the actual time over the waypoint at 10:35. Sure. At 10:35, and the remaining fuel on board 40.8 it was a few seconds ago. So we were estimating 36 over the hour. We're 1 minute early. 4.8 is the passing fuel, so if you make a few calculations with what you're supposed to have on board, shows we should land with 6.4. And if we look over here, yeah, the computer estimates landing with 6.5. So fuel-wise, we're good. Yeah, just this synoptic of the fuel system. We've turned the center fuel pumps a while ago when the quantity dropped around just below 2 tons, just above 2 tons. And you can now see when one of the main tanks fuel quantity drops are approximately below 15.6. It starts scavenging fuel from the center tank into the respective main tank, and it will soon start scavenging also into the right main tank. So we can basically use all the fuel in the center tank with the scavenging system. There it is. And now both main tanks are scavenging fuel out of the center. Ah, that was lucky, it just turned on at that time. Perfect.
Yeah, so now we're gonna ask a little bit higher level. Maybe it's a little bit smoother there.
Yeah,
So
here we go. Com ATC level request. I pre-selected 400 before, so level 400 level.
check. Yep.
We could put a reason if we wanted to. It's just performance, and we send it. Sent.
All right, folks. We had a little bit short time on before departure, so let's go a little bit through what we have in the flight deck here. Maybe we start from the overhead panel, and from left side here we have flight control surface switches. We can switch different modes for the tail and the wings. And then down here we have the IRSs. One of the navigation aids we have. Heading reference, sometimes like you saw before, we can, it's normally a magnetic, we can put it on through, and then we have a through track down here. And primary flight control computers, here we can choose different modes from there. Then we have the electric system panel is here, so you know, different modes. IFE on the TV sets we have back there, so you can choose CNN or Fox or whatever news you want to see. And battery, APU switches here, so mainly on the ground we use the APU for electricity and air. APU generators. Then the ground power switch is here. for the forward, and then we have one on the aft, so we have actually three, since this aircraft is mainly driven by electricity, so there's a lot of different electricity modes here. Generators left and right. Then we have windshield wipers in case we have a little bit heavier rain, so we can use the wipers to see. And going back here, we have some test switches, flight deck door power switch. So now it's locked, so nobody can get in without our opening the door. Then we have emergency lights, passenger oxygen here, window heat system, ram air turbine in case we lose. Let's say if we lose all our systems here, then we have a backup system, that small propeller below the aircraft that produces some electricity and runs a little bit on the aircraft system, so we can still fly the aircraft. Hydraulic panel, so different hydraulic pumps which we set on before we started our flight. And we come back down here. Passenger signs, so now it's on auto mode. And some lighting system, landing lights here. And coming back on up here again, some test switches. And then we have here we have the APU fire switch, cargo fire, and some engine EEC mode control switches. These are the switches how we start the engines. And then fuel jet is on here, so we can dump fuel if needed. Fuel system here, fuel pumps, so we have the left and right pumps, then center fuel pumps here, and then we can cross feed also if needed between the tanks, and balance also. Then we come back down here, we have anti-ice systems for the wings and for both of the engines. Here we have more lighting system. Beacon, we have nav lights, logo lights for night time, wing lights if needed, and again runway light, turn-off lights, which will show a little bit left and right from the aircraft. Taxi light and the strobe light is on, blinking all the time, so everybody sees where we're going. Moving forward to the right. Then we have some humidification system for the flight deck and our bunk. And then cargo temperature, forward and bulk cargo. Now it's on auto, but we can a little bit adjust them. And then air conditioning here for our equipment, cooling system and recirculation fan. So in case you want to learn a little bit more what's behind all these, then I just suggest that you go our type rating course, then you definitely will know what's behind all the panels here. But this is too short time to go further there. Then we can adjust our temperature on the flight deck here, then the cabin temperature switches here. Little bit for the air system, so left pack, right pack, and then we have like a trim air system that mixes the air around the aircraft systems, ventilation. Then we come down here, this pressurization system. We have outflow valves forward and aft. and then we can manually set the landing altitude. Normally on this aircraft is automatic. And again on the right windshield wiper in case needed here. Then we have a HUD bright system manually. I don't know if you can see the HUD here. So I can adjust the HUD light here. And since we are on looking at the HUD now, so the HUD has exactly same view as we would have down here on the primary setup. So we could see all these features. They come into our HUD. So on the left side we have our speed tape, and the right side we have altitude and the horizon in the middle. And primary function for the HUD is during the takeoff and landing approach, so we don't have to go head down, and it's safer, more convenient, and once you fly manually, you don't have to move your head up and down. So we need only to look through the HUD, and it makes flying manually especially a lot safer and easier. And like I said, down here we have the similar set of instruments. So we have the speed tape on the left side, and on the right side here we have the altitudes, compass rose, and then we have a map mode here on this side, and it shows our routing here, and of course the compass rose is here. Then we have the rings from different airports. Like now we have 60 minutes and 180 minute rings from Gander. Gander is here, and then we have a few other airports around showing. And for this display we can also show the different systems of the aircraft. So now we can see the fuel system running from wing tanks to the engines. Then we have the electric system, the hydraulic systems. We have 3 different hydraulic systems in the aircraft. We have the fuel as we had before. Then we have the aircraft air systems. So we have different compartments here. It shows the master temperature is selected to 23 degrees centigrade. And then we see the actual here, what we have also the cargo holds, different temperatures. And it's set 318 occupants default on this, so it adjusts the aircraft temperature accordingly. And like we talked in the overhead panel, trim air system and both packs here, and cabin air compressor systems, so it generates the pressure into the aircraft. We can actually, I don't know if you saw on the walk around the CAC systems, so that's comes out from the side of the aircraft. You probably saw the openings, so that's where the air comes into the system and then mixes and does the mixes the air of the aircraft here on the trim air system. Then we have the doors. You can see all the doors are automatic, so the slides are armed. And we have the landing gear system. We can see the different brakes and the pressure on the on our landing gears and the wheels. Then we have the flight control system. You can see the ailerons. Then we have a small flaperons here and the speed brakes. It shows the different trim sets, the rudder trim and the stabilizer trim. And we can choose the displays if we want to have a different configuration of on the displays here. And we have a maintenance page. That's mainly for the engineers to check the aircraft systems. But in case we would be really interested what happens behind all the panels and so on, so we could go in here and there's a lot of different parameters, you know, zone temperatures, target temperature, all kind of different things. So the aircraft tells us a lot of things, and the thing is, it sends all this information into the ground. So the engineers, they are following our flight continuously, and if they see something that is not correct, it triggers them before we can see something happening. They already know that if something would go out of the normal. And then we have the different CBs. Open or trip CBs. Everything is electronic, so used to have the old aircraft, they used to have the overhead panel full of switches. Now it's all here. So it will tell us trip CB is open or locked or unknown. It will all would come up here if something would be. Everything is as it should be now. So let's see, well, air conditioning and all different CVs. There's the whole system. We can look here and it would show if it's tripped open, and we would get a warning about it. So very nice and informative. And as you've seen before, you know, then we can choose the communication here. We have the ATC, different kind of messages we can send. We have flight information page here, so we get the 80s before departure, clearances, Oceanic clearance, which we did. Then we have our company page. And we can set all kind of different messages. We want to call mom, we can send a message here to our operation and tell, you know, can you call my mom, and you know, yep, everything's all right, happy birthday. And yep, so on. Even you know, if everything would be, we would have the email system up and running, we could send an email from here. Then we have a manager page, like our A-cars. It tells us what has been happening with the A-cars system, and master page, for example. We can reset the whole system from this page. What else do we have? ADS here. So down here we can see that what the aircraft has done for us automatically, reporting waypoints. Once we pass a waypoint, the system automatically sends a report to this ATC that we are supposed to report our position. So this is basically down here when we started 10:56 and then upwards during the process of our flights. Review. If we want to go back to something and double check why was it, like you know, we have some messages from the company. Like our colleagues that we met on 10 West, so we knew before that they will coming. So Mommy had called us before and said, guys, you will meet your friends here. What else do we have? Yep, we have the checklist menu out. It shows our next checklist, and if we don't do it on time, it will remind us. We will get a reminder that, you know, go and do your checklist. As a normal menu, different checklist. Then we have a non-normal menu for different occasions. Like, you know, I'm not going to open now anything here, but these are the different checklists we can open for that is related to engine. Let's say that aborted engine starts on ground, so we could go and do the checklist here. Then we can choose the ND, so we are back on our map mode here. Gear lever. So once we take off and we established on a climb, we will take the gear up, and once on approach you will see us taking the gear down before landing. Our auto brake system is here, so we can choose RTO for the takeoff. That should engage automatically should we abort our takeoff, and then for the landing we can choose from 1 to maximum auto braking during the landing. And once we do our landing calculation, we will then determine which brake level we will be using during the landing. And yeah, down here we have our CDU display at the moment, but we can choose also the systems here, the checklist here, the communication here, the ND down here, and then we have a info page should we have some kind of information from the airport, for example. On a center pedestal, you probably saw when we did our briefing and during takeoff, so we have the thrust levers here, rev reverse thrust is here. This is the speed brake lever and the flap lever, so we can choose the flaps are up now until all the way flaps 30 for the landing. Coming further down here, well, here's the fuel control switches. So when we started the engines, we start the engines up here, and then we put the fuel on, and then it starts the engine, and now it's up and running. And we can actually see on here, if you look at here, so we have different engine parameters. We can see here the DPR, and that's the turbine pressure ratio, N1, EGT on the engine, then N2 rotation, N3 fuel flow here. So we are burning now 2.8 tons per engine. So it's pretty low considering the size of the aircraft and the load we have. Then we have the oil pressure, oil temperature, oil quantity, and the vibration on the engines. And here we have our cross weight 180.3 tons, and the set temperature -42 for the time being. Total fuel in the tank is 28 tons, and fuel temperature in the tank is +4 degrees. Alright, if we go back to the central pedestal here, so we have the fuel switches, and then in case we would have an engine failure, so we can actually shut down the fuel flow from here, even not without touching the fuel control switches. And also, if it would happen that we would get an engine fire, so this is engine fire switch also. Then we have the radios. HF radio is showing now. Then we have the VHF. Then we have the sat phone. Then we have here the different cabin interphones we can call the cabin crew. GPWS modes, so we can override if needed on different modes here. And the transponder, so we can choose. Now it's showing below us, then it's a normal mode, and once we are climbing, we use the above mode, and now we are so high up here that we use the below, so we can see the traffic below us. And the radio panel here, so we can choose the VHF, what we can listen to. We have 3 VHF radios, and the flight mode here is we can talk down to the engineer once on ground. Then we can hear the cabin crew if they are talking to us, or then we can spy on them if they are talking to each other in the interphone. Then we have a PA here, so if we choose this, and when we talk to the PA we can hear what we are saying. Then we have 2 HF radios here, and choose the SATCOM. Now we have speakers selected on here, so we can also hear the speakers and from our headset. And different like approach modes here, marker left right approach. VORs we can listen to if we need, but nowadays everything is so automatic that we seldom start listening to the VOR codes and so on. What else do we have here? We have, yeah, transponder that's selected to now that TARA, so we can hear and get the warnings if we have traffic. If we are approaching somebody or somebody approaching us, it will alert us. Coming down here, we have a rudder trim. Normally we don't touch it at all, so on the normal modes it's automatic. And some lighting systems here, floor lights, and observer audio, so it's a normal mode, and we can choose a little bit modes for the radios, and it's a little bit more light here. Then we have a, looks like a normal phone, but then again with this phone we can choose, and we can actually call with this phone also around the aircraft, on different stations, on the bunk areas, and do a PA also on this one. We can call the ground crew and so on. Of course, you can try and call home, but normally it doesn't work, which is, for some it's good, for some it's bad. Yeah, of course we have the both sides. We can steer the aircraft on ground. So we, like I did my taxi on the right side in our company. Pilot flying does the taxiing, so we are both able to do it. And our electronic flight pack EFB is here, so that's the weather map I was looking before about the turbulence areas. We had a little bit shops earlier. You can choose here our routing here. Then we have our airport maps. Most likely we'll do a approach to runway 17 left in Orlando, most likely. And then we have our arrival, which we will know a little bit later stage on the flight. What else? Yeah, we have 4 seats in the flight deck, so quite nice space what we have here. And if I come a little bit further down with my seat, we can look on the ceiling up here. We have a escape hatch. Should it happen that we can't get out from the flight deck without, you know, if the door is blocked or whatever reason, we can go out from here. And we have like escape ropes. We can hang on and jump out and brace for impact. And they say that it works, but we don't want to try that.
Morning, Gander, Longship 081 Heavy, level 400.
Longship 081 Heavy, Gander Center, good morning, identified, squawk code 0773.
0773, Longship 081.
Longship 081, clear direct tops on course.
Direct tops on course, Longship 081.
Longship 081, roger. 3, 61 north, 50 west,
Slope off.
62 north, 40 west, 63 north, 30 west, 62 north, 20 west,
Let's do
Rat
one more time.
Romeo Alpha Tango Sierra Uniform, Bar 2, Bravo Alpha Romeo Kilo Uniform. From Savory, maintain flight level 410, Mach decimal 79er.
Very good. So now we are good. We got direct to tops and
ATC clear.
same level.
November 623 Charlie Tango, Savory.
Estimating 35.
61 north, 5.
Nice. Yeah, 10 early.
62
Yeah.
north, 40 west.
That's what I told
3
yeah.
cabin crew.
Nice.
30 west.
Perfect.
62 north. Whiskey Victor, Quebec, go ahead. Frequency type schedule 470. Whiskey Victor, Quebec, climb level 470. 70 470, Whiskey Victor.
So, quick update on the route now. We climbed at 400 a while ago, as you saw. We're now about 200 miles away from the U.S. border. About 140 miles away from Moncton, Montreal area.
45 minutes to an hour.
We're going to enter the United States in the Bangor, Maine area there. Yes, flying right over Boston in about a little less than an hour. Yeah. Yeah. And then the routing, it's easier to see it here. So we're right about there now. The US border. Bangor. Fly right on top of Boston there. Pretty close to the New York area. Philadelphia area. Starting to edge towards the east coast of the United States, Charleston. And then start our descent into Orlando area, right above, just south of Jacksonville there. Yeah, weather should stay like that for most of the time. So hopefully we'll get a decent view of Boston and New York area. Unless this weather comes in later, but we'll see.
Boston Center, Roger. American Warren.
American Warren, American 27.
Yeah, we'll give it to you, no problem. Denver 419, we're Oslo now. Shipping. Bridge 2287, contact New York Center on 118.907, 118.907. Thank you. Mystic 20 Lancaster, Mystic 20 Lancaster, tower on guard out of your Longship 081, contact the Washington Center 121.37. Longship 081, Washington. United 2386, contact Watch Center on 120.75. 2075, that is 23.
Potomac comes out of Washington, right? Through Washington. Yeah, this says that's a lot of boating.
Washington Center, Delta's 2776 with you, 360. 3110, Washington.
Alright guys, we are getting closer to Orlando, so
5462, contact Jack Center on
the guys
4.37.
3437.
here front we have to prepare for the arrival and landing.
081, contact Jack Center 132.42. Have a good day.
1076, like to request 37M. 1076, 370, triple 1076, thanks.
Longship 081, level 400.
081, heavy Jack, Roger.
So the 80s,
Number 0 with
80 says arrival November
25 miles north.
variable 4 knots,
00.
then statute miles scattered 3800, scattered 2500, temperatures 32, altimeters 3010,
So it's trying to maintain level 2.
and they have simultaneous approaches on the ILS 18 right and RNAV approach 17 left. And they have visual approaches also available, which we don't want to do.
12635, please.
And the 5G NOTAM is in effect, which we know. All aircraft contact ground control on 121.8, NOTAM runway 17 right.
2386, 133.
Runway lights out of service, NOTAM runway 17 left. Approach lights out of service, 17 right, touchdown zone lights out of service.
We got a cross restriction still or just
Birds in vicinity in the of the airport.
30 north of
Advice, you have information November.
Got it.
All right. So we're gonna plan for the 18 right now.
Yep.
Knowing that our gate will be on that side of the airport. So for the performance, let's check from Orlando, 18 right, and 32 degrees. So decision height 2.5% gradient, and the condition is dry. Wind is variable, so put 0 knots in there.
Yep.
Temperature 32, QNH 3010, and the flaps for landing will be 30, anti-ice off, and calculating on all brakes, non-normals we have none, manual landing and reverses all operating, and the landing weight is 163,500, and then I calculate.
Alpha 3043, contact Jag Center 133.62. Alpha 3043, 3362 spot.
And it gives us we're 30 plus 5 is 145.
Counter Mike Yankee, contact
That's set.
362, Mike Yankee.
And with the brakes, 2,406 meters. And the runway
Jacksonville centered up 1342, check it
is 3659. So with all the brakes free, we should make it quite nicely.
Sounds good.
And that's for the performance. And
American 1845, Jackson, how do you hear this transmission?
for the arrival,
Flight clear.
it's gonna be
1342, check it on, passage.
without one RNAV arrival, which we got the clearance already.
Yep.
And that's from
Sub 1342, thanks.
from the page of 20-2 Delta. RNAV arrival effective 19 May 22.
Check.
Charlie Alpha Oscar Romeo, contact Jackson 133.
And it starts from transistor level flight level 180. RNAV 1 DME, RU or GPS, which we have all functioning.
Yep.
Radar required, jet aircraft only. And there's nothing really. When landing south for vertical planning, select runway 17. Okay.
Okay.
727, Jackson.
So it actually says vertical planning, select runway 17 left. But we'll ask if we get.
Yeah.
It starts from Leopard. If you check from the chart, I will leave from here.
Yep.
Flight level 340 between flight level 300.
Check.
Then 182 track to norm. It says flight level 190 above.
Check.
For you, it's speed 280, 1300 above.
Check.
Nick, between 1400 and 1200 above.
Yep.
Bugby 250, 10,000 above.
Check.
That's all on track 165. And then 168 to Tout.
Yep.
Between 1,000, 9,000 above.
Yep.
Then track 180 to Tuggle.
Yep.
Then 221 to Bania. Speed 210, 7,000.
Yep.
And then we turn right, heading 250 for Vectors.
Yep.
And
traffic segment 7374 and 75 Eastern bound until 1855 Zulu, Belmont Flight 36.
then we go for the ILS 18 right.
ILS 18 right, yes.
That's base 21-3, effective 7 October 21.
Checked.
And we have the localizer 111.9, which we checked. This nav 8 here, 1196. is now the VOR, but the ILS GLS is 1.9 in 1181. That's parked here.
Checked.
American 1684, contact Jack.
And then
133.62. 133.62, American 1684.
it starts from Holop, speed 210, 5,000 above.
Yep.
And then we go to Naval.
Longship 081, correct Newman. Correct Newman. Longship 081.
Newman direct.
Newman. Checked.
Okay, continue. So Naval 4,000 above, then Warner 3,000 above, Hammy 3,000 above, then we start 3-degree glide from Taffy.
Yep.
Down to minimums of 294.
Checked.
And the missed approach is track 185, 500 above, then turn on to a heading of 270, and then to Gable, climb 4,000 above.
Yep. Checked. 4,000, perfect.
And in case of a go-round, that's go-round,
The weather ahead, 1, 2, we can go to
push the toga switch, check thrust, flaps 20, and then push the rate, gear up.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
And the taxi chart, we should be able to clear latest on
Milo 324, contact Jack 133.
via Yankee, even
362 with
or latest Echo,
Echo, yeah, sir. Nice.
at least Echo,
Yeah.
without too much braking.
Yeah.
And then we taxi into airside 1 as instructed.
Yeah. Perfect.
Good. So the auto brake is 3, and the rear of 30 is 140 set.
2254,
And
33.62, 2255.
as we have here,
Spirit 727, correct church.
and as brief before, I said during the descent I set speed 0.84 or 290.
Perfect. Yep.
Good.
Checked.
Then we can do the descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Recall.
That was checked.
Checked. Notes. No notes. Checked. Auto brake.
Set 3.
Landing data.
His rear 30 is 140, minimum Sparrow 294.
Air 30 140, minimum 294. Approach briefing.
That's complete.
Descent check is complete.
Thank you.
Roger, cross 60 miles north of Newman at level 340. Longship 081.
Set it in, please.
340.
Good practice.
Okay, that's 60 befores.
Yeah.
And level 340.
Thank you.
Execute.
It's getting closer. So
Yes.
your controls.
My controls.
Briefing for the passengers. So we'll in landing in 30 minutes.
Yep. Yep. 17.
Good afternoon, folks. It's from Flydeck. We are shortly starting our descent towards Orlando. As you can see outside, the weather is pretty nice. Some clouds here and there, and maybe some afternoon, early evening showers around the Orlando area, but otherwise very nice. Temperature is 32 degrees centigrade. And well, thank you for choosing Norse Atlantic today for your trip. Hope you enjoyed our flight, our service, and we wish you a very nice day in Orlando and onward journey wherever you're going. We hope to see you again soon in one of our flights. Thank you.
2635 Longship 01, good day.
Alpha, I'm sorry, Mike Yankee Alpha Tango.
Jackson Longship 081 Heavy descending 340.
Longship 081, Jack Center, descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend level 240, Longship 081.
350 Whiskey Charlie, contact Daytona approach 118.85.
Check to 4.
118.85, Whiskey Charlie. 119er, 8 to Whiskey Yankee. R7 Lima Charlie, clear direct taxi.
It's pretty nice. All the CV is on the right side.
Yeah.
At 721, I've got moderate
Out of the way.
at your 1 to 2 o'clock, 10 miles. Can you give me a top estimate? Check Orlando approach 124.8.
24.8 tonight, 721. Have a good day.
Well, November. Maintain 23066 whistle. And center jump to 737 just to keep you advised here. Rudder 13 for 12. We're in a bit more of a left turn. I don't know if we're going to get out on this heading. There's some stuff building right along the arrival. Blue 737, roger. Contact Orlando approach 124.8. They'll work out the next fix with you. Okay, we appreciate the help. JetBlue 737 24.8. Problem. Longship 081, descend and maintain flight level 180.
Descend level 180, Longship 081.
Longship 081, I'm going to change your arrival. Advise when you're ready to copy.
Longship 081, rates copy.
Longship 081, you're clear direct to Timmy. Tango, India, Mike, India, Echo, and the Alina arrival. That's Timmy for the Alina 2 arrival.
Okay, direct Timmy for the Alina 2 arrival, Longship 081.
Jack Rail Challenger 960 Charlie Romeo, 28.7 descend at flight level 260. Challenger 960 Charlie Romeo, Jack Center, descend via door 3, Daytona altitude.
Jamie.
10.
India Echo.
Tango India, Mike India Echo, correct, yeah.
230, Legion 2871.
Confirm.
All right. Can you put in the rest?
Okay, so it's right here off the coast for this arrival here. Okay. Timmy for the Alina arrival. So this one here.
So Timmy 12000.
Yep.
We are cleared
1.8 for now, yeah. 7,000. And from there 246 vectors for the same approach.
Vectors, yeah.
Yep.
Timmy at 12000, American 1300. American 1300, Orlando, altimeter 3009er. 3009, American 1300. Longship 081, cross Timmy at maintain 12000, Orlando, altimeter 3009er.
Cross Timmy, maintain level 12000, 3009er, Longship 081.
R7 Lima Charlie, contact Miami Center 126.95.
3009.
3009.
2000.
Checked.
3009er at Timmy. Okay, so just approaching 180.
Perfect. Yeah, sounds good.
So let's set altimeter 3009. Thank you.
3009 is set and cross-checked. Let me get rid of this.
Approach checklist. you need to call.
I did, yeah. Okay. Approach checklist. Hold on.
17,000, just be 008. And SC008, I've got scattered moderate to heavy.
Approach altimeters.
Altimeters 3009 reading, just coming to 18,000.
Through this one right now.
Checked. Approach check is complete.
Thank you.
Drag required.
Yeah.
And I'll give you the lights.
Lead is 2450, clear direct shark.
Thank you.
Direct shark is 2450. Longship 081, contact Orlando, approach 124.8.
124.8, Longship 081, good day.
Attention all.
Approach Longship 081 Heavy, descending 12,000 with India.
Longship 081 Heavy, Orlando, welcome. Expect the ILS, runway 17 left.
Roger, ILS 17 left, Longship 081. Any chance for 18 right today?
I have your request, and what was the current information you had?
India, correction, November.
Okay, I'm showing Oscar. Advise when you have Oscar.
We'll pick up Oscar, thanks.
So 17 left for now.
Yeah. But that was ILS, not the R now.
You're correct, yeah.
Pull up the day's arrival and the expected date.
Visual.
Let's go 1715, welcome.
Oscar.
Oscar. 3009, okay. Okay, so our nav approach 17 is no.
Yeah.
We have Oscar, thank you.
Thank you.
And cabin ready.
Cabin ready, check.
I'm off 30 seconds.
Longship 081 Heavy, change your runway to 18 right and expect the ILS approach.
ILS 18 right, Longship 081, thank you.
Yes, 18 right, perfect.
Check.
I'm off the radius, 1 second.
Yeah, I have a radio.
Thank you.
Money 14 Hotel, just going to maintain 6,000.
314 Hotel is leaving 9 for 6.
Longship 081 Heavy, you can descend via the arrival.
Descend via the arrival, Longship 081.
Next 7,000.
Approach Coaster 1715, just be advised we are not RNAV equipped. I can go direct stage and then can go direct lizard, but then after that I can't really accept that date start.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, expect the lizard arrival then.
Coaster 1715.
I'm gonna go.
Coast Guard 1715, turn left heading at 290, descend to maintain 10,000.
010,000, Coast Guard 1715.
Yeah, so 18, alright. Yeah, I guess Echo will give us a nice cooling time and...
Absolutely. And it's a lot better than the 17 left.
Yeah.
It's a half an hour taxi.
Absolutely.
Coast Guard 1715, contact Orlando 120.15.
2015, Coast Guard 1715, good
About 10,000, so
Yeah.
a little bit speed break.
Okay. Golden speed break.
Approach Bonanza 7960 Romeo 8000.
November 7960 Romeo Orlando, altimeter 3009er.
Space shuttle.
3009er.
Kennedy.
7960 Romeo.
The Kennedy Center.
Yep, beautiful.
10,000. All set.
Lights, calls done, all set.
Winnie 14 Hotel, advise when you have Foxtrot if you have it.
Winnie 14 Hotel, copy.
Winnie 4014 Hotel, contact Orlando 132.65.
3265, good day, 14.
Longship 081 Heavy, contact final 127.75.
2775, Longship 01, thanks, good day.
Yeah.
Call final, Longship 081 Heavy.
Longship 81 Orlando, press thanks. Continue present heading and maintain 6,000.
Maintain the heading and descend 6,000, Longship 081.
Present heading, okay. 6,000.
Check 6,000. Thrust, heading select, level change speed.
Maybe if you extend the center line.
Yep, absolutely. Give you Jaime 186. And it's extended.
Thank you.
Longship 81 Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000, turn 5 degrees to your left.
Descend 4,000, 5 degrees left. Oh, Longship 081.
249.
Checked 4,000. Yes, India, Tango Fox Echo identified.
India, Tango Fox Echo, 185 inbound, that's identified 23 miles. So.
Nice.
Alright, beautiful.
Yeah, very.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Longship 81 Heavy, speed is your discretion, descend and maintain 3,000.
Roger, descend 3,000, Longship 081.
3,000 and the cabin is seated.
Thank you. Slightly high.
Yeah. Okay, airport inside.
5.
Longship 81 Heavy, 2 miles from Honor, flighting 210, maintain 3000 till established on the localizer, cleared out 20 right.
Hey, 210, 3000 until established, clear for the LA 20 right, Longship 081.
210, clear for the approach.
Clear for the approach.
Approach is armed.
Lock, lights, lock armed. $1,000 to level off.
Check.
Lock alive. And lock captured.
Check. Here we go. It's a big glider.
Yes, yes. That's a nice clear big glider. Speed out.
Here now, flaps 20.
Gear down. Flaps 20. Nice slope capture.
Nice slope capture.
Longship 81 Heavy, contact tower 124.3.
24-3, Longship 081, good day.
And mission approach 4000.
Hello tower, Longship 081 Heavy, 18 right.
081 Heavy, I'll turn 18 right, clear to land, 1070 at 5.
Clear to land, 18 right, Longship 081.
Longship 081 Heavy, thanks.
Sorry, say again for 081?
Clear to land, 18 right.
Clear to land, 18 right, Longship 081.
Wind is 070 at 5.
Thanks. Acro 2721, got departure.
Contact departure, create to Santa 1.
Alright, flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Disengaging autopilot landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Landing check is complete.
Checklist complete, thank you. We're clear to land.
Clear to land.
Alright. Flying manually now.
No pressure, Lowry. 1000 stabilized.
Check. It's a big glider.
1000.
Contact on the puppies.
Okay, 500 stabilized.
Check. 500.
Tower, good morning, up 1.
Nice.
Up 1, away the tower.
Up 1, Julian, 1 left.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
50.
Thank you.
30. 20. 10.
Delta 2816,
balloon.
clear for takeoff. Alright, balloon 20 left, clear for takeoff, Delta 2816. Balloon 0805.
Speed break up. And reverse is normal. Manual braking. Okay. Is echo and 60 knots. Auto brake disarm.
Spirit 1309, Lieutenant 20 left, off weight.
20 left, land on waves, firmly 1309.
Clear left.
Longship 081 Heavy, takes me to Echo, hold short, runway left to me.
Echo short 18 left with you, Norse, Longship 081.
Yes, straight ahead, and I see the red lights there.
Yep.
Clear left here. There's a guy departing now.
Ground, welcome to Orlando. Taxi to the ramp via Charlie, Juliet, Juliet 2.
Ramp via Charlie, Juliet, Juliet 2, Longship 01. Thanks. Okay, this is Bravo, and the next is Charlie.
Second left?
Second left, yeah.
And then gate 24.
215 right,
Yeah.
taxi via Echo and Hotel.
That would be a little left of G. Yeah, I see, there it is, 24.
Yeah. Yeah, lights off. Maybe, yeah.
Just for the pictures, I leave it on for a second.
Yeah.
And then turn them off in a second. Off. That's nice.
Nice. Thanks. You can start the APU.
Yeah. They're now almost through the tail.
Yeah. I've got the guy ahead.
And there's the Marshall.
Yeah, one ahead.
And then the wing here, yeah.
Forwarding on ground, CF42. CF42, ground. Jack, with your permission, we'd like to re-enter at Juliet and head back to Centerville. CF42, proceed as request. 82, company copy, thank you. Orlando ground, JetBlue 114, just clearing at Echo for gate 26. JetBlue 114, Orlando ground, taxi ramp, Charlie, Charlie 1. Charlie, Charlie 1, JetBlue 114. Frontier 1334, ground. Checking about delays in LaGuardia. Yes, there are delays into LaGuardia. I'm not sure how long they're running right now.
And APU in a few seconds. There's APU running.
Okay.
Welcome to Orlando.
Yep.
Well done, Laurie. That was very nice. Very nice. Very nice, guys.
Perfect.
Big glider. Yes. Here now, flaps right.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
$50, $30, $20, $10.
Balloon.
left of G. Yeah, I see there it is.
There are lights off.
Just for the pictures, I leave it on for a second. And turn off for a second.
Just not the APU.
Almost to the tail.
Got flying ahead.
There's the Marshall.
Yeah.
And then the wing here. Thank you everybody for flying Norse Atlantic Airways today, and looking forward to see you on board our flights in the future.
See you later, guys.
Ska vi ner?